Are you there? Please respond because I need a hand with something. How could you be thinking about doing, Mom, at the moment? Mom, are you seriously going to Lewis's home for the marriage ceremony money?
I'm here, sweetheart, and what's going wrong with that? You are my daughter, therefore if Lewis is honest about choosing you as his wife and getting married to you, there shouldn't be a concern. It was not unusual at all for him to spend money in order to get my beloved daughter engaged.
What? How can you really believe that Mom's attitude was not at all natural?
Well, Wendy, I've been taking care of you all these years, and I think it's time for you to show some appreciation. I would like you to send me $80,000 for everything I've done for you.
Mom, your thinking is so ridiculous. Come on, you're making him spend $80,000 to be married to me? That's absurd. Mom, $80,000 is a huge amount of money. I understand that you've been there for me, but I don't think I can afford to give you that much. He didn't even let me know that you were hoping for any kind of money either, which is something I had never heard of ever.
Wendy, I have sacrificed so much for you, and I think it's only fair that you compensate me for my efforts.
This is the amount I believe I deserve for all the care and support I have provided.
Oh, stop it, Sharon. $80,000 is pretty inexpensive to marry my lovely daughter. I am aware best because I raised you, so the cheapest thing you can do is offer compensation for the fantastic job. I succeeded in forming exactly who you are now. I worked so hard to become a great girl. Should I have a part two? $80,000 is cheap, honey. Don't turn yourself into a rag. He ought to be grateful for all the effort that spent time making you the beautiful person you are now and want Mom to be satisfied as well.
What? Mom, you've got to be joking me if you mentioned that right here. Mom, I appreciate everything you've done for me, but I can't just hand over such a large sum of money. I have my own financial responsibilities and plans for the future.
I raised you, I supported you, and I have the right to ask for what I believe I deserve. I am your mother, and I deserve to be compensated for my efforts. It makes sense. He would be completely lacking in rational thought if he declined to give so much. Not to bring up how disrespectful that would be because your mother is his future wife. Considering where he was raised and the home he resides, I guess I wouldn't be overly shocked, but when you look at it, he may be quite the idiot. Let's be honest, Wendy, it's not likely he receives recognition for being a terrific man or anything.
Hey, that's still my fiancé's mom. Please stop talking terribly about him. And I'm not your cash machine, Mom. Not to add that his parents are wonderful individuals who treat me with such respect anytime I am visiting. Lewis's parents or you, Mom, aren't being cruel here. I disagree with some of what you pointed out. Furthermore, Lewis and I discussed our options and eventually decided against getting engaged. And Mom, don't make me like a money barter anymore. I'm old enough to understand your actions. Oh my, didn't I simply inform you about this? Did you ignore, Mom?
I didn't necessarily understand what you said, much less agree with it, but because I thought I might have heard you express something similar. Furthermore, since I helped shape who you are now by raising you, I feel that I should be compensated for my outstanding work. It would not be right if I received nothing in return for raising my children. Isn't it fair that I benefit from this agreement in some way?
How do you get off claiming that when it's not as you raised me every day and were around from the start? You just came, but you were really interested in my life that interfered with my choices.
What? Sharon, how can you disrespect your mother in such a tone? Do you have any kind of concept of the many sacrifices I have made for you during these years?
Is it true that she cares about me? Is she the one who understands that best? This is not a question. I always appeared like a secondary consideration to you, and you always prioritized taking care of yourself. Have you really considered it? Is it accurate to say that all you were doing was treasure my younger sister Lana?
What should you expect from me? Wendy.
You not one time demonstrated me how much you worried about me, since all you thought for was her and your self-love or attention to me. I recall you forcing me to attend a high school that wasn't too expensive for you. You even prohibited me from attending any clubs so that you didn't have to pay for it. The saddest part was that you prohibited me from attending college as you said that it would only lead to being a financial waste for you. However, when the time arrived for your beloved Lana, you naturally permitted her to take classes in a private primary school because you didn't appear to worry about money at the time. I've noticed that you always show more affection and attention towards my sister Lana while neglecting me. It hurts to see that you prioritize her over me. But every time I suggested it, you declined to spend even a single dime. That's not right.
I am speechless at how you are treating me right now. Are you serious? The thing is, Lana's education expenses are much higher, and I have to prioritize her needs. That's why she gets to participate in clubs and has new clothes, even when it's not a special occasion. That's all, Wendy. You're over.
I find it hard to believe that the difference in our education expenses justifies such unequal treatment. I know for a fact that the amount spent on my education is equivalent to Lana's, yet she gets more privileges. It feels like you're being dishonest with me.
Wendy, it's not about being dishonest. Lana has always shown more interest in extracurricular activities, and I want to support her passions. I never intended to make you feel neglected or less loved.
However, how can I forget? You ruined all of my key high school exam results as if they had no value. All the time I spent studying was for useless after all. I wouldn't have been permitted to begin classes in high school if I hadn't seen you doing that before.
Oh no, your mother would never treat her beloved daughter in such a way. I am an appropriate mom. I frequently cleaned your room for you, for instance. Actually, it's your fault, since I may have mistakenly thrown away some of the papers you left laying regarding on the floor when I was cleaning.
You must acknowledge that you burned all of my exam results and other documents that I required to apply to high school. Don't attempt to pretend that you were tidying up my space out of altruism or out of a desire to be an excellent mom to me. You even went so far as to toss away the resumes I worked tirelessly on while I was seeking for employment.
Wendy, enough already. You are seriously irritating my ears with your constant wailing. You are fortunate I don't spank you for speaking to your mother in this manner after everything I've done for you and how I raised you. When the time comes, do you believe it's appropriate for children to address their parents in this kind of rude manner? Would you ever permit your own children to address you in that manner?
Enough! I have never requested anything from you, and I won't do it now either. Do you think I've asked for anything too much? What if his future mother-in-law's treatment of her own daughter was the reason Louis wasn't interested in marrying me? What would you do? And now since you're asking him for money, I vow I will never forget you if you were the cause of his canceling.
I won't mind if he cancels as long as he pays me what I'm due, which is $80,000 for marrying you. Beyond that, I don't care. Additionally, if the two of you get married and he later decides to get a divorce, you may sue him for every advantage he has and truly profit from the arrangement. After all, you could end up being rather valuable for me after all, so maybe I will only be able to collect some of it.
I cannot believe you can speak to me in such a way, Mother. I am always your daughter. I am my mother's daughter, so she has to think for me, not try to extract money from me. Is this how you address your daughter, who is about to marry your future son-in-law? Or does she think I'm stupid so she can take whatever she wants from me?
Shut up. Whether you enjoy it or not, the fact that money is what keeps the world go around is a truth of life, and I've had enough of all your backtalk. I have no idea how many times I must remind you that I was the one who reared you so that you will listen to me and follow my instructions. I don't know what Louis finds in you when you speak like way, what a hideous daughter you can be. You should take a look at yourself so that Louis realizes your ugly appearance. Is he still in love with you?
Hey, sis! Are you there already? Quick poke? Have you heard what Mom has to say yet? If you haven't heard, let me notify you that it appears that the engagement has been formally canceled. It's such an amazing story. What the hell is going on?
I'm not at all shocked, I swear. She went to Louis's and requested he give his mother $80,000 in order for him to marry me.
Wow! If he made that much, it would be incredible. Like Mom wants to sell you? Our mother is as astute as ever. Wouldn't you say that she's the best?
What in the name of Lana are you talking about? Just imagining her has given me cold chills all day long here. I had to dash over there and apologize to Mom for everything. Louis and his parents needed to ask me to make up for what Mom done at this time. And I understand that Mom won't stop this because her greed is too great. I suppose they might pay attention to me, but I'm no longer sure whether Louis and I will make it through our wedding without incident in the wake of this. Louis's mother was unusually kind. She made a lot of effort to put herself in her mother's position and consider things from her viewpoint. But I'm not sure how much more they can put up with Mom's condition.
Wendy, of course this is to be predicted. You're correct who tells when Louis and his parents are going to decide they've had enough of their mother's antics.
Right, if it occurs, I have no idea what I would do. How do you feel, sis? I have no idea what to do since this is how my mother has always treated me before I was a young child and I have grown accustomed to it. Our mom is now full of time with money. I have no way to change her mind. I am unsure how much longer I can put up with her. I believe I've finally reached my breaking point.
Well, big sister, if that's exactly how you feel, you should hasten to be married. That appears to be your sole choice, especially given that you haven't been talking exclusively about it lately. Oh wait, when is the wedding once more?
We temporarily put it on hold, but if all goes as planned, it is scheduled for next February. Remember? Because we felt it would be wonderful if we got it on our anniversary, we decided on that month. But now that Mom is causing all of this trouble, I'm beginning to believe that the earlier we get married, the better.
That's correct. Next February is far too soon for you to be married, therefore the sooner the better. Like you stated, Mom will simply keep interfering with your and Louis's plans and getting in the way. Be reasonable, sis, since Mom will use the circumstance at every opportunity.
Utilization of me. You are correct. Lana is what she is, there is no disputing it at this point. Louis and I need to discuss about bringing the wedding date ahead, I believe.
Exactly, if you have any doubts, you can be certain that Mom would respond negatively again. Even though, in my opinion, things around here are a lot much fascinating and enjoyable when she performs these pranks.
Come on, Lana, you should be on my team here. Please refrain from saying such heinous things to your sister. You are aware of how much I am suffering. It would be good to be able to depend on you a little bit, especially considering that my mother has been a pain in my side since I was a baby.
Maybe, but from my perspective, she isn't at all a pain in the neck. Sorry, Wendy, but I love Mom and believe she is the best. She has always loved me and educated me how adorable I am.
She's obviously perfect in your eyes, I'm sure of it. Given how much Mom loves you and has showered you with attention for as long as you can remember, I guess I can't really hold that against you.
You were right on the money, you really did. She's been so kind to me. Therefore, I hope you'll pardon me for watching your wedding, if it occurs at all, from the sidelines knowing that your mother never showed you any love. After all the preparing for the wedding, Paul, and you will have to do for the ceremony and celebration, I have a sense you won't be able to get past it all without help from Mom.
What? Really? What do you actually think, Lana?
Yes, I am eagerly anticipating this wedding and can't wait to see how everything plays out. Currently, I kind of wish it goes down in history as the most entertaining wedding ever.
Oh my goodness, this wedding is far more rundown and gloomy than I could have ever imagined. Yet, I suppose that is what you get for putting together a wedding so soon, considering how unattractive the ceremony will be. You should be embarrassed for putting your family and friends to such a degrading event. I can assure you that they are all irritated by your presence alone.
Hey Mom, what are you already trying to pull? Today is the day of my wedding. Additionally, what's up with your outfit? Are you really wearing that before you start criticizing your daughter on her wedding day?
What? Are you trying to suggest that the outfit I selected to wear today is odd in any way? The least I can do is wear a fancy dress to this ludicrous occasion because I am your mother, don't you think?
You have got to be kidding me if you consider that a formal outfit, Mom. What do you want to say? For crying out loud, you're wearing a morning dress and appear to have just left a hot dance dress. What on earth are you doing showing up to your daughter's wedding in that attire? All it took for me to recognize you was a fleeting glance at you as you stood in the waiting area, absolutely out of place.
Do you think this dress would be appropriate for a wedding, then? Since I still had this item, which I had purchased over 10 years ago, languishing in the back of my wardrobe, I figured now would be the ideal time to bring it out. You must admit that it still looks wonderful on your mom after 10 years.
Stop this! Mom, enough with the jokes! I find it unacceptable that you would attend my wedding dressed like that. Why would my own mother arrive in such a manner? It's almost humiliating for me. Don't you have any sense at all? Do you truly despise me so much that you would go to such lengths on the day of my wedding? On my wedding day of all days, I didn't believe you disliked me enough to do this to me. I didn't anticipate you would come to this.
Hey Wendy, cut it out. What on earth are you doing suddenly being so angry? In particular, at your mother. Do you think I would do that if I believed this was a lovely formal dress and it fit me in my own way? I wouldn't go so far as to humiliate you on your wedding day by dressing as if it were a funeral. What do you think of me?
Is this thing on, man? Take a look at you. You're sporting a hot dancing outfit. How can you claim that you don't despise me when you arrive at my wedding in such a manner? I have no idea who you are. I'm not sure what you're attempting to accomplish here, Mom.
Okay, good. I'll tell you the truth if it stops your endless ranting. As your mother, it is the day I contemplated severing all connections with you.
Wait! Is this thing on, man? Mom? With me? Do you wish to end our mother-daughter relationship?
That is correct. I want to sever everything between us. It's enough already. I wish I had done it sooner because I no longer want to be your mother or consider you to be my daughter. I have wanted to do this for a very, very long time. I own all I need and my pride and delight. What a wonderful daughter Lana is. She is flawless in every aspect. At the end of the day, you are nothing more than a piece of garbage, and you are entirely useless to me. I no longer need you.
What? Do you mean to say this to me right now, Mom?
Nonetheless, I had to give birth to you. Therefore, I was forced to endure parenting you for as long I had to, but that is now over. Doesn't it now make obvious why I patiently waited so long for you to be married and leave me alone? Finally, that day has here. Hooray! Damn, it's about time. What a lovely day it is. The day when I can end our relationship and get you permanently out of my life.
Mom, just a second, please. I knew you despised me, yet I still find it hard to accept your comments. Although I try, I am not the ideal daughter. Lana is as attractive as an actress or a singer, therefore you must take care of her at all times. But Mom, I simply can't believe you are being so nasty to me. You mean to tell me that you despise me so much that you want to end our relationship? Do you really hate me that much?
That is correct. I abhor you. I loathe you. You disgust me. I just want to concentrate all of my attention and efforts on Lana going forward. With all of my heart, I adore her. An additional explanation why I need you out of my life is because you would interfere with my work with Lana. I don't need you around to mess her up the way you've always messed yourself up.
You want to tell me that by merely existing and being in your presence, I am a burden to you? You're very rude. Like Lana, I am your daughter. You are both of our mothers because you gave birth to us both.
Oh, stop it. Enough with the drama. Grow up. I don't have to love you unconditionally or anything like that simply because you are my daughter. I can love you whatever I want since I'm your mommy. I have the option to choose not to love you in the same way.
You're very rude. You are awful.
Oh, please stop acting like I'm the only evil man around. Your father also didn't show you any love at all. But wait, there's more. The more I think about it, the more there is. Lana, my genuine lovely daughter, doesn't love you either. It is correct. Your father and little sister don't care about you. You are just seen as a burden by the entire family. You and every time you are around any of us are intolerable to us all.
Really? Are you serious, Mom, about that? Do you all detest me? Dad and Lana as well?
That is correct. However, as of today, you are no longer my daughter, and we are done. I won't have to put up with seeing your face again after today. I'm wearing this clothing for that purpose. I dress like I'm going to a hot dance because of this. Now you know why I thought this outfit was the perfect choice for today's occasion. Now that I've explained everything to you, you can finally understand it, even if you're as stupid as you are.
Mom will pay for what she did to me today. I'll wait, Wendy.
Wendy, don't you think people are treating me so unfairly? It's all because of you. You don't look back and dare to speak badly of me to everyone.
Mom, I received your message, and I understand that you feel ignored by everyone, from Lana to Dad, for the past month. But you have to realize that you are the one who created all these issues.
Wendy, I haven't done anything to deserve being treated this way. I've reached out to them, but no one responds to my messages.
Mom, you have to take responsibility for your actions. It was your choice to wear that provocative and inappropriate dress to my wedding. You could have chosen a different outfit, but you refused to listen. It's clear that you intentionally caused discomfort and embarrassment. That's why no one in the family supports you, and they have decided not to communicate with you until you truly acknowledge your mistake.
I don't agree with you, Wendy. I don't see why I should apologize or rectify anything. It's your responsibility to fix the situation.
I can't believe you're still not understanding the gravity of the situation. Your refusal to acknowledge your actions and their impact on our family shows a lack of respect and maturity. It's up to you to make amends and show genuine remorse. We are all hurt by your behavior, and we need you to take responsibility for the sake of our family's well-being.
I won't accept the blame, Wendy. I believe it's your responsibility to forgive and forget. I won't make any changes because I don't see any faults in my actions.
Mom, you're stubborn. Mom, respond to me. Since that incident, my mom hasn't reached out to me for help, and later I heard that she had moved somewhere else and couldn't be contacted.